prices, yeah.
Yeah, so it was like, okay, well, I can get like professional like access to costumes.
That's so cool. I've never touched one. I'm so scared. Hi.
Their noses are so soft.
He's friendly.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're strong. Let me get a close up of you. Oh, this way could do that. Oh my god, yes.
So wait, you're starting here? I saw your
Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to another weekly vlog as a creator in Dallas. And as you can see, my hair is wet and mushy. I actually just got back from recording some PR reel for a Mexican fragrance owned brand. And if you guys don't know, I'm obsessed with learning Spanish. I'm obsessed with Mexico City. I've been practicing Spanish almost all my life, and that has led me to discover brands outside the US market. And lately, I recently discovered this brand called Nopalera. You've probably heard me talk about them before. And I organically came across their brand at a boutique here in Dallas. Like, oh my gosh, I fell in love with the packaging, the story, like how it came to be. I did some organic content for them and posted it on Instagram, and I caught their attention. And someone from their PR team reached out to me to send me some of their new product line, and it's their cactus body polish. So I got all three fragrances. And when I tell you, because I'm not even gonna exaggerate this, but when I tell you these, yeah, changed my life. Low key, low key. Like, the smell is amazing. When I was scrubbing my body in the shower, I could not tell which flavor or which smell I liked the most. They were just all divine. It really brought me back to Mexico City, and in the reel I created in the shower, I had to emphasize it because I was just like, yeah girl, this is a secreto to glowing skin and smelling good. Woo! I am just obsessed. I really hope I can grow a long-term partnership with this brand. I just love the brand. I originally had their Nopalera Bosque Místico scent and their hand cream. I feel like I'm gonna be growing a little collection. I've tried other like brands, but I haven't had anything that really caught my attention where I feel like I had a connection to the story. And I think the founder is Mexican American, but she went back to her roots and went to Mexico City and really learned about the fragrances. I am Caribbean American, like my parents are from Haiti. You know, we share the island with the DR. I really enjoy the Latin Caribbean culture, and it has a special place in my heart. So I just love that I can speak, Creole, I can speak Spanish and English. I love being trilingual. And also this morning, I came back from a horse stable. I went to a horse dancing show. My friend Chelsea took me there. It was my first time going to like a horse stable and seeing horses in person. I haven't seen a horse in a long time, and it was so fun. I faced my fear and touched the horses. At first I was scared because some of the sizes of these horses are so big, but I really enjoyed myself. Got some content as well, so it has been a good morning. And because I was there in the barn, I just had to wash off my smell, and it was a perfect time for me to let you guys know I got PR as well from Nopalera.
Good morning. It's a brand new day, looking cute. We are headed to grab matcha and work with Chelsea, one of my friend. At this new matcha spot called Hola Matcha, Hola Cafe. If not, we also have auto as an option, but it's going to be a matcha and work day. I have a few things I have to do, so I have to update my Substack, create a blog for that. I also have to edit a Dallas diary, so that'll be coming up soon. And overall planning, and something else slipped in my mind. But so overall, going to be a productive coffee day. I hope to make it productive because honestly, I am famous for going to coffee shops, just enjoying the vibe. I'll pretend to work and then I'll be ready to go home. And I gotta stop that. But honestly, it really depends on the coffee shop. It really all depends. Because there are some coffee shops you go there, you feel comfortable enough to sit and work and be productive. And there are spots where it's more social, it's tiny space, you're seeing too many people go in and out. I don't really like those environments. I prefer like the cozy spots where I can actually have a big wide table. I need a wide table. I cannot do little tables. And I wish more coffee spots would have more workable spaces. But I do know sometimes they try to keep a lean business by having a tiny spot with minimal chairs just to have people more in and out. But I don't like in and out coffee shop. Like, let's bring coffee. If we're gonna have a coffee culture, like, let's actually have a coffee culture and have people to come and sit, enjoy themselves, or work, right? So that'll be a little dilly dally in Dallas. Yeah, what's new about me as well? I think that's about it. I just been a lot more consistent with my social media posting. Yeah, just being here in a new city. I was in the shower. I was like having shower thoughts, and I was just saying like being in a new city allows you to hear your voice when it's just you, because you really don't have too many friends, and even if you are making friends, like it's not like you have yet a full life. So a lot of days are spent by yourself in the house, and I'm able to like reflect on exactly what I want, exactly what I'm trying to build here in this new city. Just a lot of self-reflection. I think like you need those seasons where things feel kind of like lonely, where you need to be alone, where you need to be in the wilderness and just be with you and your thoughts with God. That's the best way to grow, because when I was back at home, because there were so many distractions, I could not hear my thoughts. I could not create the quality of content I wanted. Also, being at home, like I always was the silent daughter, the quiet daughter, the obedient daughter, and because I didn't talk too much, and I was always the person people depended on, the true feelings I had was buried under, and it started bubbling up to the surface. And then once I got tired and I got burnt out, I exploded. And you may have seen some past videos of me talking about what it feels like to be an eldest daughter. And I also have a Substack about the subject topic. But it's not because of like I had to run away from my family. I love my family. It's more like I had to run to myself, and I had to choose myself. And because I never had a space where I could like cultivate my own voice, speak, and be heard, for the longest I never felt heard. And I feel like now I'm allowing myself to be heard, even if it's just through YouTube, through the different platforms I'm on. I'm learning how to be uncomfortable and talk about my opinions, my perspective, and share that to the world publicly and be visible. And it's something I've never was encouraged to do growing up. So it's just like going against the grain. And being here, I've been able to like max myself out. I've been able to like looks max, aura max. I've been able to have a mindset maxing. I know I'm using all these trending words, but I've been able to max my mindset and really think in a very different way and see the world from a different point of view and just do me. Sometimes like our hometown give us an identity that we didn't choose, and I don't know, I just feel like every day I'm slowly becoming the woman I have dreamed for the longest, and I can't wait to see what my dream self look like in a few months or to a few years from now. So
horas. Pero no es normal, chicos.
This is my third time listening to this podcast, so I have an idea of what they're going to be saying. When I listen to it, I'm hearing new words, or new words are sticking out to me more than others, and any words that I find interesting that I want to use, I'll make a note of it, and then I'll try to use it, in a real actual conversation, or just at least make a mental note of it for later. That's how I'm able to recall words that I've learned, by hearing it multiple times and just making a note of it or actually using it. No deberíamos normalizar dormir poco. Siento que hoy en día es normal descuidarte. Cuando habla con la gente siempre dice que ay, sí, dormí 4 horas o duermo 5 horas por noche, pero nuestro cuerpo requiere más que 8 horas. Today was a very successful content day, and I think I'm finding my flow officially. It took me a long time to get here where I feel like I'm in this creative state of flow, and it all happened due to me really being faithful with God, praying to Him, asking Him what I want. And I know it's cliche to hear it. I realized I was too comfortable. I realized I was comparing myself with too many people. I need to focus in my own lane. Ladies, if you're creating content, focus on the things that make you special. Focus on your superstar. Came across a video that said that. Focus on your superstar, what makes you shine bright. And I realized I was trying to find people who had the similar world I was building, but I realized I'm building my own world, and that world doesn't exist because I'm setting my own path, and there's no one for me to look up to besides myself. I have to go deep inside my soul and find my light and shine it. So I'm excited, actually, and I'm also motivated because I was scrolling on Instagram as I was creating content, and Kensington Gray, the agency, they had a event where they invited a bunch of creators with that they collabed with Drake to create this event called Strong Woman Stronger Drink. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little jealous. But I was inspired, not a good type of jealous. Okay, I need to work harder in my brand. Gosh, they're giving away 100K G-Wagons. I need to be in that room next time. So it was just a sign for me to go harder on my content, stay in my lane, shine my own light, and don't worry what other people are doing. So today was good. And also too, the trick for me as well to creating good content is praying in the mornings, being in connection with God, dressing and looking good, and just being focused on me and what I have to offer. So yeah, that's how you hit the state of flow. And then just try, experiment as well. I feel like I'm experimenting. I'm putting myself out there. I don't want to be afraid to be seen. So yeah, and it helps when you're in a city by yourself and you have to make ish happen. So morning, you guys. Can you see me? It's okay. Quality good. Quality is good. So yeah, good morning. It's a new day, and I don't have a whole lot going on this week. So this vlog has been more on the chill side. We have been doing a lot of language studies. Oh yeah, we went to the stables. I showed you guys that, and overall, we've just been chill at the house. I've been on my content, on my grind. I've been telling you guys, and just being intentional with waking up every day and looking good, and just being very intentional with my beauty, the way I'm showing up on camera. And I feel like every day is a little mini glow up, and I'm getting closer to my dreams. In the midst of my glow up, I've been focusing on building my own world, who I want to be, who I want to become, and the way I want to show up. And for the longest, I was looking outside of me, and lately I've been focusing on what colors look good on me, outside of black. Because for the longest, before I came here in Dallas, I was a bit in survival mode and a bit of savings mode. So I would wear all black all the time. And I was like, you know what? I'm in a new city. I want to welcome new energy. So I want to be intentional about my looks. Now,
when it comes to the outfit department, we're not working with a lot of budget, right? We're not on a big budget, right? So my goal was to work with what I already had. So any like colors and outfits I really enjoy putting on, I tried remixing them and trying to create a new outfit. So for example, I recently discovered that green and burgundy look so good together. It's coming off a little bit red on camera, but it's a burgundy. The combination of color looks good and it looks good on me. Like I feel like there's life to me when I wear it. I feel like when I was wearing all black, I just felt kind of dull. I didn't feel like I was vibrating. But color, we can do a little color, a little pop of color here and there. I still love my neutrals, my nudes, my champagne colors, the pinks. You know, I love a good abstract nude and black color together combination, but with a nice pop of color is like my vibe. And I'm trying to lean more into that and be intentional with the way I'm dressing, because outfit is not just being fashionable, it's about communicating who you are as well. People don't think about that, especially when you're on your feminine journey. Like the way you dress, the way you show up communicates something, and it's a strategy. Like when you go to a gala, or you know there's going to be like picture op moments, there's going to be videography, you want to use that moment to really show up and be like, oh, you want people to have all eyes on you and be like, who is that girl? And that is a way to kind of tailor your image, especially when you start going to important places as a creator. You want to show up as your best self and use moments where you know there's going to be serious camera action, and show up as your best. And Jody said this best, so I've been taking notes here and there. And you know, as the budget increases, the style is going to increase. But overall, just being more authentic to me, and however I feel inside is the way I want to show up on the outside, and not being afraid to experiment. And also, back in the days, kind of going off a tangent, but back in the days in the 90s, like Nia Long said this in her recent interview, like the girls had to use whatever they had in their closet to mix and match and make something new. So sometimes the best style comes from having little and having restraints. Is it restraint or constraints? Having constraints where you're working with maybe 3 to 4 looks, and you have to figure it out how to make it a new look and make it look nice and make it feel like you. So I feel like I've been going through my actual closet and mix and matching, and like, okay, this look good on me, this don't look good on me, this color combination, you know, makes me look good. Like a lot about myself through styling and through just being intentional, having slower mornings. I feel like when you are on your feminine journey, when you're getting ready in the mornings, try to go slow, because that's made a huge difference for me. The moment I started slowing down, the more faster I've gone in terms of being productive. Like when I have slower mornings of getting ready and being intentional, the way I'm layering my hair, the way I'm putting my makeup, you know, listening to soft feminine music, you know, listening to a beautiful podcast, doing my affirmations, like making my mornings a ritual has helped me to like be a lot more productive. And I get work done, I'm executing on my work because I feel like myself. I'm not looking outside of myself. I'm not looking at other people's perfect morning routine and trying to think my way through their morning routine. I'm cultivating my own morning routine that feels like me. And that took time to get here. Now I feel like I can show up on camera and feel a lot more confident to do our language study now. So I'm going to journal, learn some new words and phrases. That is how our day is going to go. And then tomorrow's Friday. On Saturday, we're going out for drinks at CatBird, Dallas. That's going to be so fun. I'm meeting with a new friend, and we're going to have drinks.
Vamos a normalizar. No deberíamos normalizar tampoco. Siento que hoy en día se ha vuelto normal descuidarse o dormir lo menos posible para ser más productivos. Cada vez que hablas con alguien siempre te dice, ay sí, anoche dormí 4 horas, como si fuera algo bueno. Pero nuestro cuerpo requiere más descanso. Lo ideal es dormir unas 8 horas, porque no hay ningún premio por dormir menos o tener oreja. No es cool. Hablas con la gente y todo el mundo anda cansado, pero no es normal. En mi caso duermo 6 y 7 horas por noche, pero tengo el sueño muy ligero y no soporto ruido. Por ejemplo, en el apartamento donde estoy, se escucha tráfico y eso me molesta muchísimo.
Hey everyone, so we are headed out for drinks with the girls. I will insert my outfit, but it's just the look. I'm feeling so cute. I am trying to put a lot more effort into styling my outfits when I go out, like wearing like coats and adding layers, because I just love being covered with a little hint of sexy. So yeah, I feel so cute. We're going to the CatBird. I don't know if it's a rooftop restaurant, but I know it's like a Japanese inspired restaurant. They have like, they're really known for their drinks, just the vibe. I don't know if they're gonna have jazz music today, but I'm really going for the drinks, light bites, nothing crazy, and you know, connect with a fellow content creator here in Dallas. Yeah, so I'll show you guys the vibe when we get there. Just got drinks inside. It was a vibe. I definitely see myself coming back here. And we're just sitting outside on the rooftop. I knew it was a rooftop. Now I'm kind of like wanting a second drink. I don't know if we should. It's giving. I should have some drinks outside. But yeah, looking downtown Dallas is really nice. Yeah. So far, it's been a good time. Just enjoying drinks with Jasmine. Jasmine, hey, you want to say hey to my camera? She's looking good. Yeah, I'm like, maybe should I order a second drink?
Girl, like, I'm not in a rush. That's why I was asking you.
Should we get a drink and chill out here?
We should.
Okay, I'll probably get an espresso martini or something.
Let me